So, everyone has the duty to be productive, and truly believing that is one of the best productivity boosters that I've encountered. Here's how I see it. Part 1. Survival. Sometimes I wonder why duty appeared. I think it might be after having lived into the harsher parts of human existence. Just think about your life today without internet. That would be very weird and impractical, right? Not being able to search on the web, talk to people across the city in a single snap of your finger. Now let's go back. Picture yourself living amongst the first human on Earth, without access to fire, to shelter, to food provisions. Your life expectancy is probably under 40 years old. Well, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the subject of escaping survival. Now, in modern society, almost everyone has enough to eat and to shelter. This gives us and our brain the necessary comfort to work for the common good. Now, I can understand that someone being chased by lions doesn't take the time of thinking about creating SpaceX. But for most of us, we have a lot of comfort, resources in time and money to work for the common good. And it's different for everyone. For some, working 20 hours a week for someone seems sufficient. But for some others, if they have not invested at least 50 hours in a single week of productive energy for work, he is deeply unsatisfied of his performance. This brings me to a very powerful concept called productive energies. We can't really find a battery in our body, but there still is. We kind of recharge when we go to sleep or when we eat. So I like to see myself as this big human battery who gets drained in daytime and recharges at night. For every batteries, there's capacity. This is like when your phone is at 100%. You know that your smartphone is going to work for many days without having to question yourself about it. Now, if I don't eat properly or exercise enough, my energy capacity will be lowered. And every single day, I will lose a part of my productive energies. So for my whole youth, I think I've been working for 60 to 75% of my energy capacity. And that's just because I had poor life choices. But there is something else, I think even more important than this capacity. It's how you spend it. It's what you're spending that energy on. So let's go with an example of meaningless wastes of productive energy. So if I go to bed and start watching a YouTube video, I'm in a playlist, and a lot of videos are going to play one after another. If I fall asleep on the first one, but my smartphone keeps playing for the whole night, I will wake up and see my smartphone probably dead, or maybe at like 30% or so. This kind of meaningless wastes can also happen with my human body. So if I tell myself, okay, I'm going to play some games with my friend, and then spend the whole day playing games while it was unplanned, I spend my whole day just playing games, achieving pretty much nothing. I haven't properly cooked or washed the dishes. I haven't taken care of our dogs. Next part, defining the 3 states of duty. So in the first state, we talk about counterproductivity. In general, participating in war, having meaningless arguments with your loved ones, living through negative feelings inside your head, and also being completely mindless. These are really the counterproductive things that you can do in life. And there is a whole list we could go about. I think everyone has some of these implanted into their lives, but the goal is to eliminate as much as possible of those activities. The second state is stagnant. This is where most of us produce our work. And it's a social norm to accept that we're just in this maintenance phase where everything is taken care of, but also there is no real improvement in any system. And the last state is, of course, the productive one. And there's a whole spectrum for this state. You can simply innovate in your job, or you could become one of the big thinkers of the world. You could shape our society. Bonus part. I think you can now see how empowering it is to have mental clarity on this subject. To go even deeper into it, I like to talk about how to forge your own life philosophy. And I think I did a pretty good job in this video. Now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. I'll see you in the next one.